ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday morning, the 6th of November. James Spann here, and we're getting set for some weather changes as we approach the weekend. Let's go right to some of the Skycam shots around the network this morning. We'll start with a look at the view coming from downtown Birmingham, looking south from the top of the Daniel Building. It's clear, pretty cool out there this morning. Many spots are well down in the 40s. There's our Jasper Skycam. They're showing 41 degrees at 5 o'clock. So that means some of the colder spots are probably in the upper 30s this morning. And that is our Skycam in downtown Philadelphia. Not Pennsylvania, but Philadelphia, Mississippi. And the sky there is clear. Mercy me, look at that. Big, deep cold core upper low that's sitting over Nebraska and South Dakota this morning, producing a variety of inclement weather. And temperatures this morning underneath that cold trough are very, very cold. We see single digits down across parts of Colorado. In fact, I see a 0 there and a 5 there with heavy snow back in the mountains. And you can see how that tongue of milder air is spreading north from Houston back up towards Chicago. And, of course, in that zone near the frontal boundary, we got some weather issues this morning. There's a look at our watch warning map back in the cold air. Blizzard warnings in effect for parts of the Dakotas. Winter weather advisories surrounding that all the way down into parts of Nebraska and Kansas. And we've got, for Arkansas and Missouri, a severe thunderstorm watch early this morning. There's a look at that. And it looks like those showers are weakening, and I think that watch will probably be canceled before 8 o'clock. In terms of the severe weather risk today, there's a slight risk for parts of southeastern Texas, Louisiana, western Mississippi, southeastern Arkansas. And that would include places like Shreveport, Monroe, Houston, Lake Charles, and Greenville, Mississippi. And again, I don't think it's going to be a big issue today. And by the time that moves in here tomorrow, we don't expect any severe weather. Here's the QPF map. This is the expected rain across the country for the next 5 days. This is valid through Monday evening of next week. And again, this is suggesting about 1/10 of an inch, and that's it. And, all along we've talked about the rain tomorrow being light, and I still think amounts will be under 1/4 of an inch for most spots. Not a big deal, and the weekend ahead will be dry. And by golly, look what we've got here, a brand new tropical storm. That thing actually looks pretty good. This is Tropical Storm Paloma. And no, we don't name them, we just forecast them. This thing is strengthening and will likely be a hurricane as it crosses over Cuba over the course of the weekend. The guidance suggesting very slow motion here. The thing just kind of meanders to the north for a while, and then it crosses Cuba late this weekend, early Monday morning of next week, and then moves out across the Bahamas early next week, and then ultimately into the open Atlantic. This will not be a threat to the Gulf of Mexico, but it is a reminder you can indeed have late-season systems like this, where the water is still warm down there in the Caribbean. Let's look at the modeling here. This is the 06 ZGFS, valid at noon today at 500 millibars. And there's our big deep trough off to the west. Down below that, we've got that band of showers and storms from, near Des Moines all the way down to Little Rock and Lake Charles this afternoon. And big snows falling back in the cold air from Nebraska north across the Dakotas. Some folks up there could see over 6 inches of snow today. That's a big one. Tomorrow, here comes the band of showers, the upper support way north. So once again, no severe weather and probably no thunder, and rainfall amounts 1/4 inch or less. And Saturday, starting off the weekend, all of that's off to the east. It will be a cooler day, but a sunny day. Highs only in the middle 60s. And there's a look at Paloma coming up toward Cuba. And Sunday looks like a fantastic day, sunny and cool. By daybreak, Sunday will be down there around 40, maybe 30s for the valleys. And Monday of next week, the weather here stays dry. Paloma is coming up through the eastern Bahamas on the journey northeast. And off to the west, we've got a little impulse producing rain for places like Little Rock and Shreveport. And that will be affecting Alabama on Veterans Day. There's a look at Tuesday of next week, and we've got a good chance of showers, maybe some thunder. And we are thinking right now that system Tuesday could bring about 1/2 inch of rain to the state. So a good bit more than what we're expecting tomorrow. Wednesday of next week, the weather is dry as we wait on the next system at the end of next week. And again, it's amazing the consistency we are seeing in the GFS. Once again, we have a very deep phased upper trough coming in here. And if this is correct, that would mean a couple of things. First off, the chance of heavy rain, rainfall amounts easily over 1 inch with that. And on top of that, with those good dynamics, that could be a setup for strong to severe storms. Yes, this is the fall tornado season. We all know that. So, again, out there at the end of next week, be aware we have the possibility of a major storm system. And on Saturday the 15th, that's the day of our Storm Alert Extreme, the annual severe weather training event at the BJCC. All of that is gone, so that's good. And we'll look at the end of the forecast on the 21st of November, a very active zonal flow across the country. In this particular case, one impulse is moving on by, but it certainly looks like the latter part of November is going to be very active, and we'll be watching things carefully. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.